First reading. A reading from the first letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians. If there are divisions among you, it is not the Lord's Supper that you eat. In the following instructions, I do not commend you, because when you come together, it is not for the better, but for the worse. For, in the first place, when you assemble in a church, I hear that there are divisions among you, and I partly believe it, for there must be factions among you in order that those who are genuine among you may be recognized. When you meet together, it is not the Lord's Supper that you eat. For in eating, each one goes ahead with his own meal, and one is hungry and another is drunk. What? Do you not have houses to eat and drink in? Or do you despise the church of God and humiliate those who have nothing? What shall I say to you? Shall I commend you in this? No, I will not. For I received from the Lord what also delivered to you, that the Lord Jesus, on the night when he was betrayed, took bread, and when he had given thanks, he broke it and said, "This is my body which is for you. Do this in remembrance of me." In the same way also the cup after supper, saying, "This cup is the new covenant in my blood. Do this as often as you drink it in remembrance of me. For as often as you eat this bread and drink this cup, you proclaim the Lord's death until he comes. So then, my brethren, when you come together to eat, wait for another." This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Psalm. Proclaim the death of the Lord until he comes. You do not ask for sacrifice and offerings, but an open ear. You do not ask for holocaust and victim. Instead, here am I. Proclaim the death of the Lord until he comes. In the scroll of the book it stands written that I should do your will. My God, I delight in your law in the depth of my heart. Proclaim the death of the Lord until he comes. Your justice I have proclaimed in the great assembly. My lips I have not sealed. You know it, O Lord. Proclaim the death of the Lord until he comes. O let there be rejoicing and gladness for all those who seek you. Let them ever say, "The Lord is great," who love your saving help. Proclaim the death of the Lord until he comes. Gospel reading. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke, chapter 7, verses 1 to 10. Not even in Israel have I found such faith. Jesus entered Capernaum. Now a centurion had a slave who was dear to him, who was sick and at the point of death. When he heard Jesus, he sent to him elders of the Jews, asking him to come and heal his slave. And when they came to Jesus, they besought him earnestly, saying, "He is worthy to have you to do this for him, for he loves our nation, and he built us our synagogue." And Jesus went with them. And he was not far from the house. The centurion sent friends to him, saying to him, "Lord, do not trouble yourself, for I am not worthy to have you come under my roof. Therefore, I did not presume you to come. But say the word, and let my servant be healed. For I am a man set under authority, with soldiers under me, and I say to one, 'Go,' and he goes, and to another, 'Come,' and he comes, and to my slave, 'Do this,' and here he does it." When Jesus heard this, he marveled at him, and turned and said to the multitude that followed him, "I tell you, not even in Israel have I found such faith. I tell you, not even in Israel found such faith. And when those who had been sent returned to the house, slave well. They found the slave well. This is the gospel of the Lord. Thanks be to God.